Hey everybody, and welcome to Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. I'm Eric from the bar for today. Glencadam, 13 years old, the reawakening single malt Scotch whiskey. As always here on the channel, nose, taste, finish review of this coming your way. I'll tell you a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts, final score, leave you with the malt musing. But first, if you've yet to, take a second, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss any of these reviews. They drop every Friday here on YouTube. Also have a Tuesday happy hour live stream every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Be great to see you there. All right, so Glencadam Distillery. This is in the Highland region of Scotland. They've been around since 1825. However, in the year 2000, they closed their doors and did not open again for another 3 years. So during that time, they had some whiskey sitting around, and this bottle here, this 13-year-old reawakening, is supposed to honor the reopening of that distillery. And here's what it's got to say. This whiskey itself is 46% ABV. It is unchill filtered and has no color, which is all stated right here on the bottom of the tube, which is great. I'll show you what the bottle looks like. That's a kind of gold with the red label. Also says unchill filtered, no added color there on the bottle as well. A little bit more info about Glencadam. Opened in 1825, just a year after distilling at a large scale was legalized. Glencadam produced delicate single malt Scotch whiskey, Highland region. It's on the eastern side, it's kind of by the shore, but not a shoreside whiskey. All right, that is the tail of the tape here. And again, they tell you no caramel color has been added. So this is checking all the right boxes. Okay. Now this bottle, they do say, is a limited edition. And they number each bottle. So this is bottle number 2875 of 3000 out of this batch. The color we're looking at, a very nice natural color on the nose. Sweet, slightly bitter. A little bit of spice in there too. Right away, you're just kind of hit with these fresh fruit notes. Pear, apple, even a bit of like the citric lemon. You get a little bitterness, which is coming from that oak. This is all ex-bourbon cask, which is where this vanilla note is coming from. It's a very nice vanilla, honey, nice floral notes coming out of this too. It smells like it's very rich. Really nice. There's just a freshness to this whiskey. Okay. Let's give it a taste. Just launch out. Medium viscosity. Right away, you get sweetness, and then it is followed by spice. Bit of heat. The arrival is more of vanilla, caramel, light caramel, hints of chocolate, and then there's a bitterness. It's almost like grapefruit or lemon. You get some of that nice malt, barley malt, sweet barley malt, honey, vanilla, even just a touch of brown sugar. As it goes into the finish, lemon peel, lemon oil. Medium long finish. Lemon, vanilla, slight bitterness, and a bit of this oak. Do one more sip here. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the way this goes into the finish. It's just very well crafted. Everything is pretty much in balance. Sweet bitter, sweet bitter. That's really the profile that you're getting out of this whiskey. Okay. We put a little bit of water on it. It is 46%, as I mentioned. So just 2-3 drops of water, about a teaspoon or so. Oh, wow. The water kicks up those floral notes quite a bit. Barley, fresh cut, like straw or hay, sweet pears. It's almost like sugar glazed pears or something like that, or like a cobbler type note, slightly biscuity, but also just sweet, kind of candied fruit. There's that nice subtle vanilla again, just rounding everything off. The water does open this up a little bit, dials back the bitterness just a touch, brings forward the oak a bit more. So getting more darker bourbon cask notes now. You're talking kind of just like a toffee, a little bit of like almost like, again, a light brown sugar, darker chocolate. Still has that bitterness, balancing against the sweetness. Still quite well balanced, even with water here. Again, floral going into the finish. That lemon has given way to a much more rounded, the hints of orange, cream. A lot going on here. Okay. So a bottle of Glencadam 13 Reawakening. They do say this is a limited edition. This, I would say, limited edition is a little bit of a here nor there. Let's put it that way. They do release this in batches. It does not give you a batch number. So I wouldn't say this is an exclusive whiskey or very hard to find. It's not rare in any sense. You should be able to find this on pretty much any shelf here in the US. And if you do, you're looking at right around $55 to $65, give or take. That's about the price range you're looking at on this. And I'm going to give this a medium value. I think you're getting a pretty solid value here. You're getting a quality product with a quality presentation. So medium high, I would say, on the value for this one. Okay, final thoughts here on the Glencadam 13 Reawakening single malt Scotch from the Highlands. I'm a big fan of this. This is a nice kind of summer evening sipping whiskey, but it really gives you a good amount of complexity. It has a good amount of depth. The flavor profile of this itself, as I mentioned, it kind of goes back and forth with a sweet bitterness. So, this may not be a starter single malt Scotch for somebody who's just getting into single malts. Wait until you've tried things like the Springbank 10, for example, Craigellachie 13. I mean, those are some whiskeys that are a bit kind of similar, roughly speaking, in style here. But this Glencadam 13, I think for anybody who has been around the block a few times and likes a nice, just ex-bourbon cask single malt, they like that Highland style, some of that orchard fruit. And this Glencadam 13 is really quite good. Flies a bit under the radar. Glencadam, not a huge distillery in terms of its popularity. So I really highly recommend keeping your eye out for this one. My final score here is going to be a 3.75 out of 5. I'm really high on this whiskey. I'm definitely going to look for another bottle myself. And if you like the description here, this might be one that you need to purchase next. So 3.75 out of 5 is going to be my final score here on the Glencadam 13 Reawakening. Really good bottle here. And I hope you all get a chance to enjoy this sometime soon. So with that, I will kick you now over to your malt music. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the stream. And I will see you guys next Friday here on Malt Music Whiskey Reviews. Cilantro.